Here's the thing. Let me get something clear, guys. Warning! Avatar is to be watched on your own personal time if you haven't already. Watch it on any site that it's available on that is very much legal. Remember, Nickelodeon is watching, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Shut up, Fox. Yeah, it's just there's
Show
a
me your
lot of
retrospective
there's
for
a lot
now.
of blanks,
Yeah.
but I will turn you down to 0% so you can allow me to talk, okay?
I'm just gonna mute myself.
Or you could do that as well, but that's fine too.
Muting my mic. See ya.
Okay, stream. We finished Avatar, and if you want to know my lasting impression, here it is. Oh, oh. I will technically be kind of reading this from a script, but that's no different from any other YouTuber who does this. So, oh yeah, I make a copy of show and movie review template for basically all the things on Avatar and stuff like that, but and also other shows and movies. So I literally do rank everything. I'll tell you, the rating is not as bad as you think, although it does look bad. I've been introduced to way too many like things at once, but either way, this is my personal Avatar review, which does include a little bit of biasism. I'm not done with the contents thing yet, but even without, I'm trying to blend the aspect of biasism and also my thoughts and cinematography and everything. So, hello everybody, welcome back to literally me in general. Today I'm gonna share my thoughts on literally Avatar: The Last. Oh my god. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh yeah, and you can. I'm gonna screen share this for you. See.
I've just been looking at your stream.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
faster
I'm
this way.
muting again.
It's okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so everyone's looking at everything that I'm thinking. So this is Avatar: The Last Airbender. In case people that watch this in the future do not know about Avatar: The Last Airbender and got really spoiled for the entire series at hand, this is why this whole entire review template is gonna go in front of the actual last episode in case people want to watch it, because I'm literally going to recap people, but this is my suggestion before you get any spoilers from anything. So I'm thinking ahead about this. Avatar: The Last Airbender is an American animated television series created by Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzuk. It's aired on Nickelodeon from 2005 to 2008, around there ish. It has a relatively long pace. It's 3 seasons of show. The show is set in a world where people manipulate the four elements: water, earth, fire, and air. There are other types of bending, but they're mostly outer aspects of the main four. They're still the main four because they relatively follow the same pace through bending. It follows the journey of Aang, the last airbender, and the Avatar who must master all four elements to bring peace to a war torn world that has been ruined by previous users. Now, what I hope to gain from watching Avatar: The Last Airbender finale, I hope to gain a deeper understanding of effective storytelling. I wrote this definitely way beforehand, before this, so this is literally what I hoped to gain. Specifically, I'm interested in the narrative techniques. As I was told by Anne, this has a relatively book that focuses on everything, and I needed to watch this as far as a writer myself who's writing for a story myself. So I hope to literally watch this, gain a deeper understanding of effective storytelling, understanding how the creators effectively contribute to, example, how long-standing conflicts are resolved, such as this four-parter finale, or even examples of how character arcs provide closure, character development, observing the progression of resolution of characters' journeys, meaning something like Zuko, or keep moments of growth or change in main characters, such as Avatar Squad. Example: relationships and their resolution, such as Zuko and God, what's his name? Iroh. Yeah.
Zuko and Katara are also
No,
really good
yes,
examples.
probably. Pacing and structure, learning about the pacing and of the final episodes and how they build to the climax. Balancing action with emotional beats, managing multiple plot lines at their convergence, or how they ultimately end, which does get iffy, which I will explain later. Storytelling satisfaction. This one is definitely a key one that was definitely insane. For example, audience reactions and critical reception, which I will search up in a minute, but personal emotional impact and reflection on the series as a whole. By focusing these aspects, I hope to enhance my understandings of effective storytelling and apply these lessons to my personal projects, professional work, or grateful admiration of the medium, which I did do all three. So, I already told you about the main plot. The main settings are the four nations of Water Tribes, the Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, and Air Nomads. The themes that I saw were friendship, destiny, honor, and the struggle of both personal and external between good and evil. What I mean by personal is literally Zuko himself, and external meaning the overall arching threats of the story. Now, the reason why these are question marks is because I decided to leave this less on words and more on my voice. So, you guys already saw what I think about each character and the overall thing. So, Aang has been jumping around since the start of first 3 seasons, since the first season, since the first episode. The reason why I was more iffy about him in the beginning is because he was more of like a more happy character, someone like Sokka in general, which I don't know. It's good to have characters like that, but I wanted to see how they would treat this character. They just kept jumping around, also because of my never-ending love for Katara as a character, but the fact that I'm trying to think in real time right now for Aang as a character. He is really good. He gets serious when he needs to be. It's not your typical protagonist at hand, but it is giving me vibes of like similar thing. It's definitely Nickelodeon, I'll tell you that much. Aang is definitely a Nickelodeon person, and also, dare I say, Disney, with someone like Luz, who also faces like this kind of same treatment. But when he does get serious, he is a good character, and especially within the, I don't know why this they decide to put this into like the final season, but like his whole entire conflict on how he's gonna defeat Fire Lord Ozai is I like that, but I wish they introduced him a little bit more in the beginning just so I could see his progression, but it's kind of mostly put in the end, but it's still great. That's why he jumped all the way to the
Hi,
beginning to
Luis.
where he was.
Hi, Luis. Are you
Yes.
talking about Fire Lord Ozai not being in the beginning or Aang?
I'm talking about no, yeah, Ozai, just
Yeah,
Ozai.
the Ozai thing was intentional.
Ozai took a while to get into the story,
Yeah,
even though
so
he is the main
may I
bad guy.
explain? So it was because the main bad guy was supposed to be Zuko, and it was meant to be kept like mostly focused on like the smaller conflicts. But then as the world started expanding more, that's when they introduced the big bad.
Why did your mic get better?
Because I'm not yelling anymore, because I'm
poor,
tired.
poor Endu. Poor Endu. Anyways, Katara. So Katara, ooh, Katara, may I have some things for you? You are literally the character that
I
I
could
have
expose you.
defended from the beginning. If you guys saw my whole entire journey with Avatar, ooh, you guys should have seen it. It literally Katara as a character is
He's a simp.
some yes, yes, but don't let that stop me. Okay, so Katara is surprisingly a well written woman character compared to what I seen in other shows back then. She definitely gets the top crown for one of the better written women characters. They don't treat her as though, even though it does seem like it in the very beginnings and stuff, but she seriously grows as a character, but also contributes a lot. Not even being like a main love interest for Qatar, like for Aang, and just being immediately thrown as a side character. She is a love interest for Aang, but she is done in a way where that's not the main thing. That's not the main point, even though it does become kind of the main point, but not really. Good, Nickelodeon. Good. You've done what you most other shows couldn't, and the fact that she learns aspects of, and I mean spoilers here, blood bending and water bending. Why? Holy heck, that was great. The idea of bloodbending is so great, and the fact that Katara is the one that did it, and she feels conflicted about it, even though she will turn into one of them when she gets angry later on. But it does get me a little bit confused on a few things where Katara is one of the last people, even though she's one of the more compassionate characters of the story, to literally side with Zuko. Even though it betrays her trust, I'm still relatively confused. As far as uh certain main things. Actually, I should probably mention this. Like they what the frick? Why are they all staying with the same clothes? Like I know like it's to maintain consistency, but seriously, it's freaking smells. Um Good Katara, good. Not better than, I wouldn't say better than Aang, good, because Aang is main character, and he did get a lot of major character progression than Katara. That's why Katara is where she is. She kind of has a little bit of flaws within her, which of course makes sense, but she is the one. I do remember some things within the first, second seasons where she would act out of character. I'm not sure who directed her as a character, but overall good. Major
Yeah.
inconsistencies, that's why where she is.
May I?
Yeah, I'll let you talk
Uh,
after I'm done
yeah. I'm
with
just
each
gonna add little
character.
notes here and there. But Katara is a character who holds a lot of grudges. So every single time we see her act out of character, we have to pause and think whether it's because of a grudge or if the director for that specific episode just wasn't quite on it.
Mm.
That's kind of why she hates Zuko so much, even when he's good. All right.
All right. Sokka. Ooh, Sokka is interesting. He's a comedic relief character, definitely, 100%. I thought that was gonna ruin his character a lot. I'm gonna be real, and it does maybe just a little bit. But to see him like literally not a bender and being still part of Team Avatar that still contributes to the final fights and also other fights is actually crazy to think about. And the fact that Sokka, after that one little sword arc, if you guys know what I mean, is to see him grow as a character from like literally comedic to literally serious mode Sokka, but they still treat him as like a literal trash bag, which a lot of shows do that to each of the characters. For example, Family Guy to Meg, or let's go on to Bart Simpson from literally The Simpsons. He's kind of treated like that type of character, which does make me a little bit disappointed. But he is like his jokes are surprisingly funny. He doesn't do like any of those like weird gags or any of those puns, which, whoa, good job, Sokka. Good job, Sokka.
Fox, the term you were looking for is butt of the joke. Just
Yes,
FYI.
yes. But they do take him seriously within the final season, which I am glad. So that's why he's still within up there on the tier list. And I like his character. It's definitely not as good and strong as like Zuko, Katara, Aang, Fire Lord, Ozai, or Zula, but still really good. Zuko, my goodness, Anne wants to hear about this one, definitely. So, how should I put Zuko? As you guys saw, Zuko's also high on the tier list. Definitely one of the higher ones because they're part of the main five. So, Zuko, the way he's, I still think he's better than Aang as a well-written character. Aang mostly stays as one written character, one line, doesn't change as much until like the final. Zuko's character arc and progression somehow was so good, even with such minimal episodes in the Fire season. I was expecting Zuko to kind of come in within the ending of season 2, but still to see him like literally battle between like the wrath of good and evil is actually crazy. He's really good. Like I definitely will aspire to write a character like him cuz the way that they do it is insane. He's really good at his bending, and but that's not the reason why he's cool. He's cool is because of his character progression. You literally, and then he also progresses a little bit with Iroh, but Iroh's just kind of leading him on as like a semi mentor. I thought Iroh was gonna
BRB.
die. Okay. But Zuko seriously goes off, especially within this like final season. He literally jumped, and I was waiting to see his little goofy self, as I once watched from Emi Richu. Emi Richu mentioned the specific scene. Hello, Zuko here. I seriously did not care as well for Zuko until he started improving as a character. When I saw him literally kicked out of the main Fire Nation as like a literal like evil, angry guy, but he's great. He's not only great just for being Zuko, he's great because he owns the character that I truly love and the character that I seriously think is the best like thing ever, because I know there will be character progression, is the Blue Spirit. The Blue Spirit is seriously my favorite. I will talk about something about the OST and more about the Blue Spirit later, but this enhances Zuko as a character and sees his compassion for others, even for people like Aang, to even be conflicted with himself. Best thing. Good job,
May I?
Nickelodeon. Great. Amazing. That's why he's better than Aang.
May I?
Yeah.
Just for a second. I feel like the Blue Spirit was the first time a lot of people realized how much depth the show had. Because before, we saw little bits and pieces here. You know, Katara would hold a grudge, Aang would act more serious, Sokka would stop joking. But with Zuko, it was very rare instances. It was stuff like he would save his soldier from falling overboard. But all of those seem like pretty rational things for someone who runs a fleet like that to do. I feel like the Blue Spirit was the first time it really hit well, at least when I was watching it for the first time, how much depth this show had in the way it wrote its characters. Because when you think about it, it makes sense that Zuko would do that. It's just how much you have to know the character to figure out why. So I think that's cool.
Mm, I definitely think it's good on the fact that Avatar does that. It's made to be watched twice. That's what I think. because you don't really understand characters. And I will definitely watch this a second time. I will watch it at a relatively faster pace than certain people who would stall the show. Sorry, I was talking to a specific someone in this call. I don't know who.
No,
It's just
that's crazy. It's almost like the first time I
guys.
watched this show, I watched it over the course of 3 days.
God, it's almost like the. Hmm. I seriously think I would have finished it at a relatively faster rate than a year, guys. It took me a year. Which is why I don't remember some things as much as other things. Like, seriously, I wouldn't remember like characters and their names, such as it took me a while to remember Firelord Ozai's name, but they kept repeating it a lot in the final season. Either way, Zuko, great, best character. I think a lot of people would agree with me. It has the same idea as My Hero Academia, where people would tend to like Todoroki's arc because it follows a relatively similar tone to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where you got it from, but people tend to like those types of characters more than the main characters because the main characters are mostly one-sided, especially Aang or like people like Deku. They kind of go, but they're still it's still good. Anyways, Toph. There's really not a lot of flaws about Toph. There really ain't. Like the reason why I put Toph lower than Zuko and Aang is because Toph is just but still at one of the top five is because Toph is literally a cool character. There's
Yeah,
literally not much
Toph,
else.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can sum up Toph pretty easily. Toph is the team badass, if that makes sense. Um, she doesn't seem like she has much depth because her role in the team Avatar is to be the really strong one. Which is also why in Ember Island Player she's portrayed by a big buff dude.
Makes sense. Good on you.
Teehee. Yeah, all of
Uh,
this character work stuff is really, really cool to me, so I'm
no,
having fun listening to you.
not much else to say about Toph. She's just cool. Liked Toph since the first moment I saw her. I wanted to introduce a character like Toph. Like the way that they introduced her is crazy. I wish they included a few more scenes with her character development, such as with Zuko and stuff. But you know, they kind of did a little bit of rushy.
So,
But
hey Fox, fun fact,
what
Zuko never says Toph's name in the whole show.
the fudge?
Zuko
What?
never says Toph's name.
Why? Oh wait, no. I know.
He
I
just
read it.
never,
Yes, he learns their name first instead of asking.
no, he never learns Toph, he never says her name. He
Yes, because he
hears her
never.
name be said.
Wait. Oh, what the frick?
He never says her name! And I think Toph says his name once. But also, Toph didn't get a field trip with Zuko, so.
Yes, that's why I kind of wish there was something like that. Oh yeah, that's also why I saw. I mean, Zuko is a very great character. He literally had a character development for everyone else. They had a field trip with Zuko. Anyways, Fire Lord Ozai never got introduced much until. Well, I mean, he was mentioned, but he never was truly there until the final season. He's really great as a villain. Not the best, but he's great. He's on the good spectrum of being a villain, a typical standard big bad villain for your hero's journey. But the way that they kind of summarize his arc, even still being resentful until the end, either the bad guy would normally get defeated and they would have a character progression, such as Miraculous Ladybug, or they would have like a literal death sentence, such as characters like Disney. What the frick? He's pretty strong, I'll tell you that much. He's literally the reason why we're still doing Avatar as a thing. Good job, Ozai, for carrying the show, for making the show for what it is. But I do like him. He's good. He's not that great, but he's just good. I can't say much about him because I wish I got to know him a little bit more. He's just your typical standard villain of Nickelodeon. Azula. Um, Actually, I can actually explain it a little bit for people who watch One Piece. He's a throwaway villain, one of those villains that just kind of is there and fights for like a few episodes of an arc, and then you literally never see that character again. They're treated as one of those kinds of characters, which is kind of meh for me, but he's still pretty cool. That's why he's high on the tier list. With the way he uses firebending, it's greatly unique. Also, Toph, you are also greatly unique for using the Mantis fire picking power. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. So, uh, if I remember correctly, um, uh, earthbending is based on a type of kung fu. I can't remember what kind. Um, but Toph uses mantis kung fu, which is the kind that Mantis from Kung Fu Panda uses.
Well, I never watched Kung Fu Panda.
That's for the viewers, but also, I didn't, I don't really agree with your observation of Azula. Granted, you're not
I
like
never
me.
said Azula.
Oh, were you just talking about Ozai?
Yes.
Oh, I thought
I
you said Azula and then started talking about Ozai, so I was confused.
did I
Alright,
said
never mind. Yeah,
Azula?
I agree with your thing about Ozai. He's not really there for most of it. Granted, if we watched the show in like a week rather than like 6 months, we probably would have the threat of Ozai would have been a lot more present, so that's my bad. But when you rewatch the show, you'll see what kind of the overlooming presence of him.
Um,
I'm muting
but
again.
I think other people would agree with me just because, in general, like I said, Avatar takes place within a few years. People would have to wait to watch Ozai. And there's something that is greatly apparent because YouTube wasn't as big back then in the early days of YouTube. So the fact that you couldn't even get any character analysis on Ozai, you can't get any character analysis on anyone, people would just have to go off of their brains in general and memory if this was being streamed. That's why I kinda prefer, dare I say this makes me look like a weeb, but I still like the idea of what anime does to completely make you remember. That's why they have recap. Like, they good job Avatar for putting on the recaps, otherwise I literally would be so lost, but I'm still a little bit lost. That's why anime usually does a more longer thing than the rest. They always have those recap episodes that happen after a whole entire arc that would just have the character explain it, which maybe would have been useful for Avatar, but I don't know. It's as it is. Anyways, Azula. So, Azula, you are definitely one of the more better written characters, I'll tell you that much. You're better than Fire Lord Ozai. I was definitely more scared of you than Ozai. Even though Ozai is really that big bat, I still think that Ozai would definitely defeat Azula in battle just because of his presence. But Azula is great because she's a manipulator. That seriously makes her cool. She also uses lightning, unlike her father. And the fact that she literally is one of those characters, such as Eren Yeager, to literally, you have to literally research her to understand her motives. You don't you don't get her motives in the show of Avatar, and that's what I think is great about her. I do admit with Anne, the way that she was kind of dealt with in the end was really cool. That's how she was detained. Good job, but um, there's no inconsistencies with her character. She's seriously great. She doesn't give that much character progression. I do hear that she does have a hard time bonding with the other Avatar members in a straight from the comic book thing. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense to go find her mother,
Yeah, she kind of never stops being crazy. She
which
just
is crazy.
gets
It's
better at controlling the crazy. But she's still crazy.
Well, duh. I love like the episodes that she was in. She's definitely a more better villain character than Zuko, but as far as the overall thing, good job. Azula is also great written characters such as Zuko, the two siblings that get better character progression than the main characters itself. As far as I can say, so I never see much shows with good villain character progressions in general. So, yeah. Supporting characters such as Ty May, or Suki, or literally any other side characters, supporting characters. Their support is there. They're definitely not one of those throwaway characters. They literally all have a part within their fight, which is more than I can say about other shows. So somehow they do it. They're not memorable enough to where I can remember their names. I literally have to be told by Anne who their names are. So if I watched this firsthand, I would have had a very confusing aspect of the show. You definitely need a guide person to watch Avatar that first time, so you're definitely not lost. That's why I'm putting it as lower of a rank that it is, which I will explain later. But supporting characters are there when they need it. Side characters, pretty cool. Hey, they're pretty good. That's all I can say.
May I add that I'm not really the best guide, so it could honest because I remember I watched this for the
You're
first
as
time.
good of a guide as it needs to be.
Yeah, I'm not that great of a guide when it comes to shows because I tend to forget that people don't pick up on information as quickly as I do. Because when I first watched it, I understood everything immediately, but that's also because I'm me and I understand other people have trouble remembering names and stuff across long stretches of time. So that's kind of my bad. I'm just a well of useless information. Fun fact, did you know squids have donut-shaped...
What the? Okay, okay, and relax. Anyways, performances. If acting, meaning literally the voice acting of this show, not. I'm gonna maybe see the live action later just to see how it differs, but. Oh my
The live action
goodness.
sucks.
Too bad, I will watch it. Anyways, Zach Tyler Eisen, the one who voices Aang. How to think about the voice acting for his character? Standard, good. I mean, there's definitely better ones. It's all I can say about it.
I feel
I
like
don't like
it's
how
more of
forced.
what the cast he was put up against. The especially because you already don't like Aang, you're gonna be put up against a bit of an upwards hill, trying to examine the voice acting of the character. So just remember that when as you talk about the voice acting. Teehee, that's all.
Aang's voice acting is. Ooh. I'm gonna say this, and this is all I'm gonna say about the voice acting for Aang. It's better as a comedic relief more than a dramatic scene. Except within the final episodes, somehow you got paid like $3 more, and then now you're a better character. So kind of wish I had that for the rest of this show, but whatever. May Whitman, or as we know as Katara. We love Katara. Pretty good actually. Um, her voice acting does fit. She does fit the mother voice as they expect Katara to be. So, hey, I'm not crushing much from that. So, I she's the character that I least focused on in voice acting because there's literally minimal flaws. Sokka is definitely not spaces a similar thing like Aang, where it's more for comedic relief than seriousness, but Sokka does it a little bit better. Because, like I said, the sword episode is crazy when it comes to Sokka for that, so. Zuko.
Okay, hold on. Real quick about Sokka's voice actor. I found his YouTube channel, and oh my god, this man can switch from playing. It's a comedy channel, so it's mostly comedic bits. The way this man can switch between completely serious and completely comedic between just two different episodes recorded a week away from each other is crazy. And that's pretty typical for voice acting, is that you'll record super serious stuff one day and chiller stuff another day. At least from what I know. I've only done a few
Dumb.
voice acting stuff. So that's all. I thought
You
it was
can't
really
prove
cool.
it.
I will find the YouTube. I'll go.
Is that your bit now to just cut yourself off mid sentence? Anyways, Dante Bosco. Oh my goodness. Good, great, great. That's also why Zuko is also a good character. It literally is so great. Oh my goodness. I literally am hearing his voice as it plays out in my head. I don't know why Zuko kind of sounds like he's old because of that little raspy voice he has, but I'm gonna give it to maybe the fact that he was burned or something like that, or he's dealt with Fire Nation. I don't know if this was intentional.
Fox, I don't know if you know this, but people can just have like raspy voices.
I don't know.
Like that's Dante Bosco's voice. His voice just sounds like that. Like he didn't change his voice much to play Zuko. And his voice sounds raspy in the flashbacks before he gets burned. So that's all I'm saying. Like.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm finding the YouTube channel.
Dante Bosco. Great. Just great. Moving on. Jesse Flower, Toph. I don't know. It was just like, the heck. Oh yeah, I forgot to also mention Toph is also great as a blind character and perfectly mixing the blind jokes to not fully throw away from Avatar itself, but she is pretty cool as that. It makes me more impressed with their character. But Jesse Flower, good job. You literally sound the most childish out of all of them. Which I really like since I know Toph is literally one of the more younger characters of Avatar, so Zuko is probably having that more like difference between that old person and childish thing because he's literally almost the age of a adult, like probably on the similar age as us, dare I say. So good job, Toph, for sounding like a child. So I'm not really complaining about you. Uh, Overall voice acting though, good. Not impressive, but good. As far as children go, good. The adult voice actors are great. Iroh's voice is iconic. So, character development.
R.I.P. Mako.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Mako. Leaves from the vine. I'll talk more about character development later, but each character goes under significant development, especially Zuko, whose redemption arc is one of the highlights of the series. I literally had to mention this. It's literally the highlight, if not the highlight, for most people. I don't see people mostly leaning onto Aang's story, but I can see it leaning onto a similar level of Zuko. Production quality, dare I say, I will have fun with you. The animation is beautifully crafted. It's great for its time. It definitely could be better, especially season 1, with fluid action sequences, especially as we jump onto newer seasons with breathtaking landscapes. That's what they do best. The breathtaking landscapes, if we were to focus on one single scene, and backgrounds, they do great on backgrounds that bring the world of show to life. The direction is a relatively same format as what you expect, but it's enhanced as the seasons goes on. It gets serious when it needs to be. It's not too much of a jump from a normal episode to literally, oh, here we go. We're going to have a fun time now. It's not anything like that. It seriously makes sense because it's on the format of Nickelodeon, so you would expect more happier scenes than sadder scenes. Special effects. The bending effects is special effects is literally what I mean by bending in general, or other types of things like spyglasses, which I will explain. The bending effects are visually stunning, making the elemental powers feel tangible and impactful. All of them are very good in their own ways and have all been utilized in a great format. If I can rank them, I would definitely choose Fire Nation. I see myself more as a Fire Nation type of person. Then we go into water bending, earth bending, and then air bending. So, but there was inconsistencies with actual bending itself, not explained enough on the idea of ice being used in water. If I could see it being used, it's I the thing that I complained about most about in bending. It's one of the main inconsistencies. They use it a lot. I gave it a little bit of leeway because of Katara, but overall, it's I don't know. I wish they explained it a little bit more. The idea of the spyglass, though, as you saw in the final episodes or other scenes like that, first-person shots are well thought out. Especially with like the moving camera, it's really great, and it's somehow still great with the animation itself, with some dramatic tones and immense details in certain things, such as the lion turtle or background shots, as said. Or you could just do like the little leaves or any single other scenes from Avatar in general. They do great with that.
May I just say the tweening, which is the kind of animation that was used for the lion turtle. The tweening on the lion turtle was beautiful. Like I could see where all of the like joints were that they used to tween it, but it was really cool.
It's
It was really
definitely
really good.
more better than other shows when it comes to it. Oh, the detailed scenes, it goes great when it does. Especially that one scene where the campfire story within season 3 with Tylee, May, Zuko, Azula, and that little very much surprisingly detailed and very scarily detailed scene. Anyways, soundtrack. The music is definitely one of the highlights of the story, in my opinion. It's what makes Avatar really great in general. I'm a music type of person, so I like leaning into it. Uh, Composed by Jeremy Zuckerman and Benjamin Wynn, and enhances the emotional and dramatic effects of the show. It's enough to say that it makes sense for that it's Nickelodeon. The soundtrack is memorable and fitting for each scene, though one main disappointment was the random cutoffs in the final episode. What I mean by that is the in betweens, and then it immediately would just cut into some random, like those types of things that I just explained. But it is unique overall, the soundtrack. One of my favorites is definitely the idea of the Blue Spirit soundtrack, in my personal opinion. It was amazing percussion, and people were definitely unique. It's like I said, Blue Spirit is definitely one of my major highlights of the show. It's what makes I think the show pretty great. I will miss you, Blue Spirit. So if I were to rank it, I would say soundtrack, special effects, and cinematography. I don't know. Just kind of as it is. It goes great the animation when it does need to be, and that's it. I'm sure other people will explain it better than I can. But writing and pacing is something that I definitely want to deal with. The writing quality. The writing is good to say the least. Not amazing, but a little bit over than average. It's a kid show, not really much to expect. Although, if they weren't as held back by Nickelodeon, there would be probably greater scenes in Avatar itself, probably a little bit more darker scenes, such as the idea of bloodbending. The, they did good as much as they could. As far as a kids show, I do wish it was more of a darker show, to say the least. It has the same effect. What I wish in what I also am a little bit disappointed about in Gravity Falls, or even like Owl House. There's seriously darker things that definitely could have been explored, which probably would have made me like the show a lot more. I'm not more of a kid show type of person anymore, other than Bluey, because Bluey does it great. It does balance humor, drama, action, and seamlessly with the story arcs are well constructed and emotionally resonant. So great, great. In fact, amazing how they actually balance it pretty well. Pacing is generally great with the rush ending. The ending is definitely what I can see why people are a little bit iffy about with each episode advancing with the plot, even in the backgrounds, like such as the White Lotus, such as Anne said, is why I think is great. It's better than other shows to say the least. Not the best, but it's still great. This is what makes it great. The pacing is great. I wish it definitely would have been at a higher ranking if it weren't for the final episodes being like. I don't like how small each of the episodes are. Maybe it's because of the lack of like explaining what's going on, but it made me a little bit confused, but it's there. While also allowing for character development and world building. It somehow does great in world building. I don't see that a lot in shows. I will definitely take into mind when writing my own show about this with its world building and also character development. The perfect mixing on that. Some filler episodes are slower but still contribute to character growth. It's not slice of life where as anime does it, but it's seriously great. I was expecting one scene in season 3 to be literally the worst ranked, but it somehow became one of the better ranked episodes of season 3 with Leaves from the Vine. If you guys know it, you guys know it. It's
You mean
seriously
season two? It's
season.
season
No,
two.
I don't care.
Tales of Blossom
It's
Stay.
no. It's three.
Tales of
It's
Blossom
I
Stay
no.
is
I will.
season two.
No,
When you said season three, I thought you meant the beach episode, but no.
no. I mean that one's also pretty good. It started off with like great. No, it started off okay. I thought it was literally also gonna be like a thing, but it seriously became also a great episode. Highlights and criticisms. The show's world building, character development, and thematic depth are its greatest strengths. The final, and actually, I'm going to change my mind on that, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, the final is the criticism. So, just basically this. Imagine this. Character development and thematic depth is its greatest strength. There are a lot of criticisms. There is a lot of criticisms. I definitely mentioned a few of them in the while watching it, and Anne knows a lot of others. But it, as long as you keep an open mind to the show is great to watch. Some may find the first season a bit slower as it sets up the world. It's literally mostly made to set up the world and its characters, but it's necessary. Its payoff in the later seasons is great, so that's why I'm not really complaining as much on that. But it's still I wish it was spread out a little bit more, because I think a lot of people would drop the show on first watch if they're watching it today, and it's much more slower compared to the rest when people great deem this show as like literally one of the highest in like all of children's things. But it just goes. It goes. Like I said, inconsistencies with some of the bending itself, inconsistencies within some of the characters. I already talked about it. So that's all I could say about it. Okay. Now, final thoughts. Uh, Avatar: The Last Airbender is a masterpiece of animated storytelling. It's seriously great. It appeals to both children and adults with its rich narrative, complex characters, especially complex characters. I really want to highlight complex. Seriously, I will italicize that later. And profound themes. Somehow, I really mean somehow. They somehow do it. They did better than I thought they were gonna do. I seriously thought I was gonna rank it as much as SpongeBob, which I really hate in general. But Nickelodeon, this is seriously one of your better animated shows, so I'm literally not complaining. recommend it. Oh, you kind of already saw the thing. So I highly recommend this show to anyone who enjoys fantasy, adventure, and want to get a good laugh at it as much as while you're at it. I won't recommend it to people such as Cameron because Cameron prefers more of like the fighters fight scenes and stuff like that, which I'm sure a lot of people also do, but keep an open mind again while you're watching this show. It's a timeless series that continues to resonate to the audience, and it's definitely rewatchable, and it is rewatchable. So that's why you probably are a little bit confused why I rated it a 6.8 out of 10. It's so close to the Wrath of 7. It's not rewatchable. My ratings go a little bit different from other things. I think I would have rated it at a higher rate if I didn't see other shows or movies that seriously like over zoom the aspect of everything else, such as like Neon Gen. It's definitely better in the animation style as of Neon Genesis. It's higher than that. I seriously consider Neon Genesis also great in its storytelling, with a lot of inconsistencies, but uh, so that's why it's better. Don't think of 6.8 as a bad ranking for me. I'm not done yet, and I'm not done, and
For you, I know it's not a bad rating, but I really want to make you watch, like, genuinely bad stuff, like Geisher's Pond, um, Joshua and the Promised Land, stuff like that, to make you to kind of fix what your idea of what a bad show is a little bit.
it's because
Just so that way your ratings make more sense to everyone else.
I don't see a lot of bad shows. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
more.
issue. Is because you're only comparing good shows to other good shows. This means you don't really have
I,
a point of reference for where bad is.
I don't know. It would if I probably watch other shows, other bad shows, then I seriously would think that it goes better than it would probably reach as high as 7.5 maybe, but again, I'm gonna have to see in the future. You guys,
Yeah, guys,
I'll
I'm gonna
keep you
make
guys.
him watch Joshua and the Promised Land.
Oh,
I might make him like stream his reaction to it. It'll be funny.
mm, but if it lets you guys know, it's better than Digital Circus. I'll tell you on that one. Oh my gosh, that's also because Digital Circus doesn't have as much episodes as Avatar, but still. Uh, Let me tell you some other. Again, if you want me to, if you guys want to know and won't know, but if you guys want to know why I rate it as it is, by the way, I'll watch other things that are seriously great. I'm I'm thinking about this in terms of like overall rating. Overall, if I'm thinking about both shows and movies, it's definitely on this level. If it's only for shows, it's definitely on the better ones. I don't watch shows that often. I mostly watch anime shows at this point, and I'm watching the likes of One Piece. Dare I say it's better than One Piece so far, but I know One Piece is still taking a while to do its thing. But I watched Dune, okay? I watched Barbie. I watched Attack on Titan. I watched again Neon Genesis. I watched the great animation from JJK, and also God, what was that other show called? Attack on Titan. Like, and the greatness of the storytelling from that. This is why there is a lot to compare about it. It's there's it seriously had a high reputation to live up to, but it did great. It did great for what it did. So I'll let you guys know in the future if this changes at all. But don't think of this as a bad rating. Remember, guys, it's close to a 7. Now, I want to see something. Avatar ratings. I said I was going to do this. 4.6. I'm rating it out of 10, so I could say also this. Maybe a little bit lower than this, 4.3 or something like that, but wait a minute. This is for Avatar, the blue people. No, wait. Seriously. Oh, God. Okay. I don't agree with this at all. Never mind. I seriously do not. Here, let me see what other people think about this. Hey, this shows everything that you've ever yearned for nice graphics. I wouldn't say that, but welcome and carefully the Avatar State. The Avatar State is also really great. Best characters, tough guitars, what the frick? Cabbage Man, Sokka, members of the White Lotus. Unpredicted show of its kind. To see wonders of Earth environing, it's sentimental. It pushes me to these channels. I love the story time. Mm. I'm not scrolling past this like I'm skipping over. I'm literally reading all of it. I feel like you wrote this after watching Avatar. After literally the second after, but we'll say helpful. Okay. I'm definitely a different type of critic. I think of me more as a critic than your average watcher of shows, okay? So that's why I'm ranking it lower. If I'm seriously watching this firsthand and there's literally nothing else to like that I knew I was gonna stream like this final since like the Wrath of season 2. That's how good of a show it was that it was definitely done. And I would have also streamed a lot of other shows if I'm going with this mindset, such as my little reaction to Attack on Titan finale or other things. But again, I'm not a reaction YouTuber. I'm a literal gaming YouTuber. I'm a chemical engineer. I don't do this stuff. But good job. I wouldn't rank it as high as this. It probably would have been ranked higher if I was thinking about it less from a critic point of view. But I was seriously reading this from a critic point of view. 5 out of 5 in common sense. It makes sense. Good job on that. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Again, this one could be a little bit iffy. 9.3 out of 10 is something that I can agree with a lot more if I'm just looking at it. Mm. Now, my final question to myself: am I being too harsh? Maybe because of A, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking about it in terms of audience. Personalized, it's definitely 6.8. Um, Personally, I think it's 6.8. As far as recommendations go, because I will literally post my thoughts on this online so people can take a more closer look at it later or they want to comment on it. But I'm more. But if I were to, it's definitely something I could recommend to other people. It's one of those things I could recommend. I can't recommend it to any of my friends. Again, I have a vast array group of friends, and the fact that some of my friends even watched it is crazy on its own. I could see why literally Noah would like this show. Alicia likes this show. Cloud, as you guys know her, but good on them. Good on them. That's it. I'm done. Ooh. It's kind of like an avatar thing. So I would want to just let you guys know. So the full thing is gonna be the full VOD is gonna be cut down when it's posted onto YouTube. But as of right now, you guys are gonna see my whole entire reaction to Avatar right now. So have fun. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. All right, it's been a while since I've seen you guys in full on action. I'm gonna be joined by Andrew. I don't know if I told you guys that. Ain't that
Yeah.
right, Anne?
Hi.
You're watching it with me, right?
Yes, I am. I forgot to turn down I was trying to turn down my volume on the stream so I could watch chat, and I got jump scared
By who?
by you when you unmuted because my streamer mode is also on because I was testing my audio. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I didn't
that's
hear
pretty
you
great.
on deafen.
Pretty great. Yeah, keep going.
But a creeping through the bollock through the hay. Young lovers and their legs tied up in knots. Hello, Fox's chat. Fox's chat, how are you doing?
Yeah, that's pretty good, Anne. That's pretty good
And my
information.
daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a, and you better run. My daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, you better run. My daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, my daddy's got a gun, you better run.
Oh, I forgot that Anne, you're watching it with me. I
Hey,
kind of
yeah,
forgot to put you in the title. Let me go do that real
you
quick.
should. Yeah, make sure you
I
put
need
the
to.
full. Make sure you put the full and do it as underscore.
No.
I will cry.
Oh, I forgot that Anne, you're watching it with me. I
Hey,
kind of
yeah,
forgot to put you in the title. Let me go do that real
you
quick.
should.
There we go.
Listening to Yeah, my make
I
edgy
need
music.
to.
Make sure you put the full.
There we
Hello,
go,
Fox and
guys. I'm
chat.
watching it.
Hey. Let me reload this so I can see my cool epic name.
Oh, I gotta pull up my ultimate
Did you not have? Did you not have
tier
the
maker.
Oh yeah, you have to pull up the. Did you fix it to make it look presentable before the stream, or is it still just as like cancerous?
Yeah.
It's still AIDS.
What?
Is your
No, no,
is
no.
your
It's
tier
fine.
is
It's fine. It's fine right now. It's as cool as you would think.
why do you have a bad time hearing?
Because you sound bad. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to be mean.
I literally just fixed my audio. What do you mean, Buster?
All right. Let me show you guys stream. What?
I'm
Oh,
gonna eat
yeah.
some tahine.
All right. As of right now, this is my tier list for literally Avatar: The Last Airbender before the final. So we got May on top. We got Zuko. Then we got no wait, that's Ty Lee. That's Ty Lee. Then we got Zuko. Then May. Then Toph. And then we got Toph. And then we got little furry creature, which I forgot the name of. Appa. And then we got Iroh. I haven't seen Iroh in forever. Where is Iroh, by the way?
He needed a new
Uh,
voice actor.
and then there's like Big Guy. And then there's down
Birdie.
another leap with what's his name? Oh my god.
Sokka.
Sock. Oh yeah, wait. I need to share my screen. My bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at your stream. It's a bit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see now.
Oh yeah. There you go. There you go. Then we got Sokka and right there, and then we got Katara Ring, where Katara is. Katara has been
A
jumping
pretty
up
girl.
and down and has lost so many brain cells because they kept dropping down significantly.
Okay, guys. I think I should expose Fox a little bit here. The tier list used to be way longer because in the first and second season he had Katara like 50 tiers above everyone else and just a bunch of empty tiers, and then Katara started hating Zuko and she dropped like a rock.
Seriously. Anyways, so then we got like that weird ghost creature or something like that. Then we got like that weird creature who like steals faces, and then we got like one guy that I don't remember. And then we got
Azula.
Azula, yeah.
We literally watched this last week. How have you forgotten everything?
Then we got one of the past the airbenders, like the firebender guy. And then we got Sokka's
Okay.
dad and freaking Katara's dad. Then we got
Suki,
Suki. Yeah,
Sokka's girlfriend,
I was about to say
leader of
Sukuna.
the Kyoshi Warriors.
Can you just name off the rest of the characters for me?
Alright, then we have Momo. I don't know his name, but I call him Sure Shot. The other one, who everyone thinks is a guy, but it's actually a girl. We have Zhang Zhang. Kiyoshi. Jet.
It's okay.
Sorry, I just started thinking about his live action actor
Then
and I
we
got
got
distracted.
Boomy, Aang, and then
Bang. Yui.
Yui. Okay. And then we got the person who
Old.
helped Aang.
We have Old.
But not Sokka.
Ursa.
Zuko's mom. Zuko's mom.
We
Zuko's
have
mom.
Ursa, who's Zuko's mom. We have the hot goth lady. We have Haru, who we kept making fun of because he changed voice actors between his two appearances.
Actually, he's pretty cool.
Why did the cabbage merchant go down? Why did the cabbage merchant go down?
And then we got Zuko's dad. He's an alright character, you know, in my personal.
Fire Lord, Ozai.
Yes, and then we got
Fire Lord, don't fucking know his name.
and then we got
and we have the sexist. It's
what?
the sexist.
Okay.
And then the cabbage
and then we got
merchant.
cabbage guy, and then we got whatever.
And we have people you haven't met yet, even though you've definitely met Batu.
Okay. Then there's these old people that they don't matter, guys. They don't matter.
You liked her until she said something about tea, like the bloodbending lady.
Cause it's true.
SMH.
Anyways.
Literally SMHing my head.
You guys ready to watch Avatar?
I love your how you're preventing copyright, even though technically we're within fair use just by reacting to it.
It's never too late to say sorry.
You know you don't have to make your warning that big, right? Just saying.
No, you do.
Okay.
That's how some
Then how the heck does Saberspark get to just watch shows?
Who's Saberspark?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, why can't I hear
hear
it?
anything.
Why can't I hear it as well?
What the?
Oh, unmute tab. There you go. Cool. Can you hear it now?
Yeah, I heard it for a second.
Alright guys, yay, clap for Nickelodeon, yay, Nickelodeon, they suck, yeah, Nickelodeon.
Honestly, you should just get like a semi-transparent image of like your face. And just make it like really big and put it over the
Why?
Because you'd avoid copyright, it'd be silly, and your viewers get to see the screen better.
No.
We're only streaming the finale.
I mean, true, but still. Okay, fine.
I'll
do whatever you say, whatever.
You'll do the more content-conscious thing. Ugh.
Actually, I'm gonna do your face because it's literally you're joining me.
My avatar.
No, I'll do your real life persona.
No! I can't show people what I look like. I'm too small. People will bully me. I'm too tiny.
God, you're so big.
You're gonna make it transparent?
I don't think I can.
I can.
Hold up. I swear I know how to do this, guys. I've been doing streaming for a while.
Hey guys, professional streamer here.
Hold up. Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, let's just take a whole 30 minutes to figure out how to make my face transparent. I don't even have the file to that image anymore, so I can't just like go into Clip Studio Paint and turn down the opacity.
Blending mode. Okay. lighted. Good enough.
Not what I meant, but yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just watching on your screen. I'm watching this go crazy. What the fuck?
No, I can
Fun
see
fact,
that.
guys. Fun fact, guys. I can't see what's going on. I have to watch the stream, so I'm just as confused as you guys are. Cat, stop trying to kill my snake, please.
I turn it back to normal, please, because I don't even know what's going on. Multiply? What happens? Okay.
Okay, Luis, I'm gonna take a picture of what my setup looks like right now, so my audio sounds halfway decent.
Then we got blending method. Then we got.
I've basically made a tent for myself. Oh god, I just stepped on something. Oh, this is tissues.
Good enough, guys. You guys are gonna see less of Avatar.
Why?
Wait, I want to see how much you guys see. If I were to do this.
Right.
What do you guys
Send
see?
you a... Send...
Thoughts,
send
Anne?
It's really funny. You should make my face, like, bigger and take up the whole screen, and then, like, layer it so that way your face cam is over the image.
Okay.
It's just kind of like my eyes peeking up over, like, the screen. Yeah.
This is very silly.
And then make it slightly more transparent, and then you're good.
No, I like this.
You like this? Alright, I'm gonna send you a picture of what my setup looks right now, so that way my audio is halfway decent. Like, I am baking in this little tent I've made. Here. You shouldn't... I don't... I think you can show that picture on screen. Actually, no, don't. There's something in the image that would give away our location.
I already know my location at this point, probably.
Yeah, they know your location.
Oh, they know yours. I made sure they did.
Bruh, I sent it on text messages. This is my setup I have, so that way you have halfway decent audio for your video.
The frick?
Why you the fricking? What are you
like
fricking?
You have like my early setup. Like early setup. And
With the tent and all?
Yes.
Did you make a tent?
Yes, you have no idea of the things I did just to make this work.
I'm a poor man. That's what I have to do.
Where there is a way to, oh yeah, there is. Cool.
Can I, like, be given access to, like, your stream, your chat pop-up so I don't have to see the hideous things I've... Oh, wait, I'm on mobile. I can just go to the chat feature instead of on your stream. Teehee! Guys, it's me. Andu Samyin. Andu underscore.
50.
There we go. I can see the chat now. Teehee.
Top is gonna
We're all good.
down.
Oh, I think your share screen froze because I can't see anything.
No, it's just something.
Girly pop, I can't see anything.
No, I know you can't because I'm not on the screen right now.
Okay. So, Fox's chat, have you guys heard about the Fire Nation prince?
Oh, here we go. And you keep talking about that.
Okay, Fox, how explicit can I be with your YouTube chat?
Very.
Okay, guys.
No,
so
no,
hear
no,
me
no,
out.
no. You can't go that deep, okay?
So I can't tell that my criteria for what makes a hot no man.
No.
Not even the noises.
No, especially not the
God,
noises.
it's over 110 right now. Ugh.
I know. I went outside today, and it's like so bad.
I went outside, right, and like I'm a goo creature. That's just and like I was like melting, like actually.
You're not actually a goo creature, and I'm sorry to tell
I
you.
was a goo creature. I am a goo creature. But yeah, I was like melting. It was like painful just to stand out there.
Poor Andrew.
Oh god, it's hot. I'm gonna see if the air conditioning is actually on because I cannot tell.
All the things I'm doing just to make this a wonderful stream. And all they can see you is right there, kind of just talking. And can you
My
talk
God, degrees in this freaking house.
in
Ugh.
this freaking house?
This house is insulated, but like the seams of it aren't very well like kept together. So it pretty much has the same greenhouse effect as the trailer. So like, but he doesn't start the AC like soon enough in the day, so it ends up being like 80, 90 degrees in the middle of the day. Ugh.
Okay. You're kind of just bumping up in the top left corner. You're kind of also taking up the whole entire screen. There's more Andrew than there is me.
Perfect. This is what every stream featuring Andu underscore should be.
I wouldn't say that.
Me, I look so cute. You know, if I had listen, man.
Okay,
If
here we go.
Standout would let me pay him to finish the VTuber model, then we could just have the VTuber model, and you could see both of our reactions. But sadly no. Hey guys, this nerd did a Discord event.
Did I?
Yeah, you still have the little crown.
I did. I'm scared, but I'm kind of not. Okay, whatever.
Cat scared of my tent.
You know
She's
what we
just kind of like
should do though?
at it. What should we do?
We should go on to Lunar Radium.
I don't want randos joining our thing.
Randos.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that took me so long to set up and
Did,
speak.
but that's okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Listen, guys. What makes a good fictional man?
Okay. No. We're gonna watch Avatar now. No. You don't have to continue.
I'm gonna end up like talking about it eventually.
Okay. Here we go. The infamous intro, guys. Ready? A 3, a 2, a 1.
I want to see your reactions in real time.
Dog, you know how much internet I'm taking just from doing it?
Yeah, you're taking so many mental notes. I know.
Like I'm gonna have to explain to the viewers like what's going on. You'll get my HD web camera.
I'm waiting for you to appear.
It's not fun enough.
Oh, you might have to move your little thing in the corner that shows me, because right now it's showing you, like the loading thing on you. Tonight will be the night that I fall for you. Cause a girl like you is impossible to find. Impossible to find. Ooh, a black screen. How exhilarating.
Okay, you'll see me from here.
Is it being stinky? Oh, I get front facing Fox. Oh, yo, two Fox POVs! Hey!
Two Fox
I'm looking at your stream. Two Fox POVs! Hey!
Hold on. No, that's wrong.
You look so... You look so goofy. You look like a silly Billy when you're facing forward.
You still see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Good, they can't see me.
I closed your stream. I get face-to-face interaction with Shadow Fox.
Okay. Okay.
You look like a dweeb. Thought I should let you know.
Okay.
Also, because it's appropriate and I want to be weird towards Zuko appropriately, the socks are coming off.
What the frick?
The socks are coming off.
Okay,
Like, I'm a kiss Zuko, but like not in a homie way.
So... What does that mean? So you can't see me, right?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Like you just adjusted your headphone with your beanie, and now you're messing with your glasses, and now you're touching your face.
Okay, shut up.
And
Just
while
watch
the
the
Melon Lord is
thing.
distracted, Aang swoops in and BAM! He delivers the final blow.
And what? You're literally standing on the rocks. That literally from the intro. What the heck?
He is, yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. That thing is so big. Oh my god, Nickelodeon. I was so happy with you for a second that you ruined it with your little cut off. Let me go.
Because the people, the people who edited this together, just kind of did that. Because this is,
doing it.
yeah. Hey chat. So Zuko, am I right? I know. I have issues. I need to get over my thing for Zuko. But still, he's Zuko, man. Yeah, I'm really excited for Fox to do the final Agni Kai. I think he'll love it, especially because it has like a lot of entendres. We don't usually talk literary and we don't usually talk like literary and like those kinds of devices when we're on stream. But me and Luis really like to talk about like the literary devices and stuff. So I think he'll really like the final Agni Kai because of all like the
No, I won't.
the triple and double entendres.
No, I won't.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
No, I won't.
Especially because you can make fun of Zuko.
I don't care about making fun of Zuko. I care about making fun of Aang.
Okay.
It depends on what he does in this final. Will literally determine his fate.
It's not what he does. It's about what he says.
Dear God, Nickelodeon, no.
He's not gonna do a
wait.
Steven Universe thing.
Boy, he's gonna be
Part
like,
3.
you can be the handsome, you can make it right, you can make it better. He's gonna start
He's not-
singing. He's gonna have
You don't have to fight.
Anyways, let me talk about part 2 real quick. It's definitely better than part 1, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, the build up is starting.
It finally started. And part 1 should not even be classified as a final part. That is dumb of what they did. But part 2 is good. I like the freaking detail, whatever that lion turtle is. Definitely best part. Other than
I like the lion turtle. It has a human nose. I don't like its human nose.
it's supposed to look kind of like that. But either way, oh yeah, the reunion between Zuko and Iroh was done neat. It was done as nice
I
as
loved
tea.
that. I loved that.
It's nice as
Now that
coffee.
I know the difference between the two Iroh voice actors, it bugs me a lot. But I also know that they didn't really have access to the original voice actor for this.
I wonder why.
I wonder why, huh?
Tease from the vine. No, I'm just kidding.
Fine. Into the inferno. Let's go.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's lagging. This is fun. Oh, wait. Oh, fine in that shot. What the hell?
And I don't know if this is
Sorry,
gonna ruin
sorry.
your perception of Zuko forever, but like, bro literally has the hair of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Whenever their hair is like literally turned so big, I'm gonna show you a literal photo.
Tell you this, but I haven't watched any of the Harry Potter stuff.
I'm gonna tell you now. Oh, watch. Ready? 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 Hold up. They're not. They're not gonna be able to see this because I'm searching it up. Wait, I'm searching up for you, Anne. But I'm telling you.
Potter gobble.
See a similarity?
Nah.
No, no,
It's
and
the difference
no,
is
take
that
away your
I will admit I
take
will
away
admit the hair is the same.
take away
I
your
will admit the
biases.
hair is the same.
I would take away your
However,
biases
it
of
doesn't
Anne.
fit. It doesn't fit Daniel Radcliffe's face as much as it fits Zuko's face.
I know, but I associated the hair first with Harry Potter, so now it just looks weird on Zuko. And I don't know what you're doing. If you guys,
I know.
if you sure know
I
what I mean.
find Zuko when his like hair is grown out like this, like, dang. Okay, so like,
Bro's gonna love the Goblet of Fire.
no, I don't. I don't particularly like
Sure,
Daniel Radcliffe.
whatever you say, Anne. Whatever you say, Anne.
I don't like Daniel Radcliffe. I don't know what you want from me.
Whatever you say, Anne.
What if he loses?
Aang won't lose. He's gonna come back.
I don't think you've ever watched Avatar before, Zuko.
He has to.
Zuko's a
He's gonna
pessimist.
come back. He has to.
Okay, stop being dramatic. You can't do like horror rise of music. Are they
Oh wow.
doing-
Okay.
are they
You
doing a
need to
Zoom?
watch this. You need to watch this.
That was so
It
that
sounded like a
that's
fart.
dude. That was the worst one by far, dude. This is so like what? Why?
To be fair, normally the credits would go right there.
No, no, Anne, no. I'm not gonna give them this thing.
I'm letting you know, every time on your stream, whenever it goes to a black screen, it's just my face staring at the viewer.
I know. It is very
It's
funny. Anne.
amazing. It's amazing.
But
Okay.
okay, part 3 analysis. I think I like the God, which fight do I like better out of the 3?
Final
I know the
Agni is my
Iroh.
favorite.
I know the Iroh is probably last. But between the
The,
two.
the final Agni Kai is my favorite. I think the music and the way that they set it all up works really, really well. And it's all very in character.
I'm trying to think.
I love how, unlike in the Aang and Ozai fight, where it's all like grunting and like the actual fight itself carries like the weight. In the final Agni Kai, it's the music and the pretty visuals. And like there's not much dialogue, but just the visuals tell the story of the Trigon 2 like rivaling siblings for the throne.
Interesting move, but I'm gonna say the Avatar one is better. Just because of one little detail, which I really despise, and I literally commented on it. Katara was just there for decoration. She did not do much. She was just there, and I'm just like, that ruined a lot
To be
for me
fair,
than the impact of the scenes.
I
If you're gonna
agree with
utilize
that,
your characters, utilize them.
but also Katara ran up to them. Like you could tell she was staying out of the way, but then she like ran up closer to like Zuko and all of them, to like closer to the fight. Which I don't know why you would do
She was
that.
literally
They're
she was
throwing fire
literally
everywhere.
there just to bring in like suspense, even though it would have
Yeah.
been fine.
The final Agni Kai and then the first confrontation with Sparky Boom Man are still my favorites. Like favorite fights.
I will say though, it is well animated compared to a lot of other scenes in Avatar, so I'll give it that. It has the better animation, but as far as fight scene, this one that they're fighting is taking on.
Come on out, Avatar! You can't hide in there!
There's some really cool visuals, by the way.
Oh, I just realized we're on the final episode of Avatar.
Yeah, we're on the final episode. Visits his uncle's tea shop to help out. Like, like think about that. That must be crazy to them.
I'm surprised they haven't. Like the top 5 remain the top 5. That's pretty good. The top
Yeah.
4, the top 4. But and
Well,
you
and
have.
for some reason you brought Iroh down. I can't remember why. Because May was
His
not up
fight
there for a
wasn't-
while.
Fight was not as great, other than it should have been. Sokka, go up. You kind of stayed the same. They kind of didn't do much in the
My
final
knee, that
arc.
hurt.
We also didn't kind of do much, but I will.
I love how the
commend
Katara tier is still lacking Katara.
You know what? She goes over here, and she kind of improved as a character. You also somehow improved as a character.
I find it funny how, okay, so the only frame we haven't seen technically is of June, because that frame is from a video game. So we technically have not seen one frame of a character. And that is it. We've seen every other frame.
Cabbage Guy was not in the final.
Cabbage Guy was not in the final. He should have been.
He's literally forever traumatized.
He's the one that gave the most information to the Ember Island players. He should have gotten more credit.
You. What to do with you?
I think for this specific story, he's a really good antagonist. Legend of Korra should take some notes.
I don't know Legend of Korra.
I know, and I'm not letting you watch Legend of Korra. Why I have beef with Legend of Korra. Like
you
major beef.
You want me to, like, turn down my volume thing so you can rant about it while I do this?
No.
Here, I'll lower my volume, man. I won't hear you anymore. You could go rant about Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra made the
Spoilers,
spirits so... Okay, spoilers for Legend of Korra, so I can
Okay.
rant. Okay.
Okay, while I do this.
Alright. Literally, the whole, like, spirit bending, whatever, it made the spirits so much lamer. Like, all the spirit encounters in Avatar: The Last Airbender are so, impactful because they happen so rarely. Right, like, we got the fucking lion turtle, we got the panda thing, and we got, like, Ko. Those are and we have, I forgot the name of the specific fish spirit, but we have, and then the spirit of the tide, right? Like, there are only 4 spirits in Avatar: The Last Airbender, yet everyone remembers them really well. You know how many spirits there are in Legend of Korra? Like 50 million, and none of them are memorable. They're just little blobs of funny guys. Like, even the monkey in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the spirit that makes fun of Aang, is, like, way better than any spirit in Legend of Korra. Even Korra's fucking fighting form, spirit, whatever. Like, it washes out the spirit so much. Not to mention, it takes away its significance of the Avatar state. It just becomes normal power-up rather than survival tactic, life-saving survival tactic.
No, actually, he can get his character. Iroh will go behind Katara. He will go above, and this one's a good.
Not to mention that the Avatar, Team Avatar, the Legend of Korra's Team Avatar sucks. They don't have good dynamics. 97% of when they talk, they're having relationship troubles. It's just not fun. It's just not fun to listen to the characters in Legend of Korra have banter like it is in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Even the guy who's supposed to be like the stand-in for Zuko, he's supposed to honor Iroh's original voice actor, doesn't really do like the whole brooding firebender thing justice. Like, he doesn't really have a tragic backstory, and he's kind of lackluster. Like, and like, instead of having one overarching narrative, they have a bunch of small narratives, which could work if they were treated like smaller season-long narratives. Like, you don't have to try and make a whole overarching thing. If you start your series having smaller serialization rather than large overarching plots, so it's just serialized per season, then treat it as such. You shouldn't be like trying to justify every move. Just make honestly, Legend of Korra, the first season is the only good one. The second one sucks, right? I love the only thing about Legend of Korra I love is that it brought us old Toph. And that is it. It brought us old Toph, and that it was the light of my life. And that is the only thing I genuinely enjoyed. And then season 1 is passable, and that is it. And the only reason season 1's passable is because they were treating it like it only had one season. Because at the time it only had one season. That's my 2 cents. I probably could say more, but okay. Let me let him know I'm done.
And then we got these things.
But yeah, overall, Legend of Korra just isn't that great. IMO.
No, it's just somehow she was actually pretty scary. So then I'll go here. And Cabbage Guy is just on a neutral pace since I don't anymore.
For fun to notice me. Why can't I type in? I can't.
Just kind of improve just a little bit within the end.
I can't.
Okay. Okay, I'm done. Putting on my headphones.
Yeah. Finished ranting like a minute ago. I've just been for some reason it's not letting me type in your chat, so.
Alright.
I've just been sitting here.
Take a picture of it or do whatever you want, Anne.
You're supposed to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot and send it to me.
No.
Oh, do you? Hold on. Remember how the boys tier started out because Toph picked her nose in an episode and we started celebrating?
And then all of a sudden the boys tier is now mostly surrounded by women.
The boys tier is mostly women, but it started off as the Toph tier because she picked her nose once.
The way that this tier list works, it's that it's in order, so it goes from Zuko, Aang, Toph, Ty Lee, May, and then it goes to
Katara. Wait, Zuko's your favorite too? Oh, I knew we were besties.
He's a pretty good, well-written character. He's one of the better well-written characters. Aang kept getting tossed around because of my biasism, but if I were to take away from that, he is a pretty well-written character somehow. Toph is just
to be
cool.
fair, he is a 12-year-old with like the weight of the world on his shoulders, so I don't blame him for being childish.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do, because you like edgy characters like Zuko.
I mean...
Oh, my audio quality is gonna drop because I'm removing my tent. It's way too hot in this room.
Now, the boys...
I love Admiral Zhao is just barely below me.
Barely.
That's hilarious. Is it because I keep simping over Zuko too much?
You figured it out. We'll send this to Twitter, though.
Send it to Twitter.
What?
So do you want me to send you the screenshot?
Yeah.
Alright, I got you. There you go, lad. By the way, I think my face is still covering your whole screen. Bessie, my face is still covering your whole screen.
I can see that. Bye.
Just press the hide button on OBS. There we go. Oh,
Oh, because it's. Bye.
oh, I can no longer see. My eyes have been removed.
The heck? Why is it showing that? Oh, I guess I know why. Because of you. No.
Teehee.
Actually, I don't need to see
My
it.
cat is just sleeping on my snake's cage, and she looks really cute.
There we go.
Woo! I still don't have access to my Twitter account. I'm probably gonna have to make a new one, honestly.
Now.
Pal World? Why the heck is Pal World getting a Discord sponsorship?
Now, time to get rid of Windows Capture because I'm going to do one final thing for the stream. I will present my final thoughts. Okay. Bear with me, stream. Bear with. Why does it look like I'm rinsing up the freaking?
I don't know. I'm gonna stay mostly quiet during this, just so you can give your thoughts, and then I'll give my thoughts. Why does it look like? Hold on. I gotta take a screenshot.
No. You'll
No,
find it. You'll find it. You'll find it in the box.
I will go back and get it
I
later.
don't know what that screenshot was, but whatever.
We got tacos. Dinner's not ready for another couple hours. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to eat some tacos and go grab some while you're doing your stuff online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready to hear your final thoughts whenever you fix your camera.
I did fix my camera, but it's gonna take me.
Damn, we've been streaming for 2.5 hours.
Not my longest stream.
I know it's not your longest stream. Isn't your longest stream like 14 hours or some shit like that?
Probably. Stream, give me like 20 minutes. You're gonna see me with a very serious face right now.
Just like make a demonic smile at the camera before you start fixing it, so that way it freezes on the demonic smile.
And just so I don't have to do this, you are... I'm not gonna hear you for this bit, so I'm just gonna be typing. You do what you will. There's just kind of lo-fi music in the background in case you don't talk anymore.
Okay.
So go talk about them, whatever you want.
I'll give while you're quiet, I'll give my retrospective, okay? Okay, so as this is my third ever time watching Avatar. Was watching it with Fox. And we've been watching it over the course of like the last 2.5 months. Doing a few episodes here and there, usually around 3 to 4. For the last season, we just went like, screw it, we're gonna all get all of it done in like 2 weeks. So the last season we've been watching, no, 3 weeks actually. We only, yeah, we finished this in 3 weeks, not including this week. And it's very interesting watching someone react to this for the first time. Because, frankly, again, I've seen all of this twice already, and I watch retrospective videos on that all the time, where, like, people analyze stuff. I will say my favorite fight is still the final Agni Kai, followed closely by the first encounter with, Combustion Man. As far as just the finale goes, my favorites go, the Taking Back of Ba Sing Se. Taking Back of Ba Sing Se at the bottom. The Ozai Aang fight. the airship fight, and then the final Agni Kai. The final Agni Kai is my favorite. I'm a music theory person, so the use of music in that scene to bring out like the tragedy in it, because really that scene is a tragic scene when you think about it. These are two siblings who are fighting for a throne that there's no reason to fight over, really. And one of them is being driven mad by the possibility of his power. It's a really tragic scene, and I think the music brings it out really well. Again, as a music theory person, it's really awesome how they use the music in that scene. I also love that there's not a lot of like fighting noises, like grunts and like you know what I mean, like fighting noises, grunts, groans. There's not a lot of breathing noises. That's just like an autistic thing of mine, I'm pretty sure, but I feel like the scene works, that specific scene works better without any of that. And the fact that that is broken when Azula breaks the terms of an Agni Kai and attacks the person she's not meant to attack is really, really, like, symbolic to how much Azula's been corrupted by power and by paranoia. It's crazy, honestly. I don't know how else to say it, really. But, this has been really wild, honestly. I don't really know what to say. Go away, child. Sorry, Galax is actively trying to, I like sensed him watching me. Go away. Yeah, I really love the final Agni Kai, as I said again. I also feel like the fact that the fight ends with Azula screaming in anguish and pain as she realizes she's lost everything in one foul swoop is really, really a testament to the power of that scene. Because I feel like had that happened in any of the other scenes, it would not have hit as hard at all. And I feel like part of that is because there is no like grunting or angry noises from, especially Zuko, the entire scene, and any of the ones from Azula are in frustration and anger, and it just highlights the difference in their mental state at that point. Had that final Agni Kai happened at any other point in the series, I believe that the roles would have been reversed. Azula would have been calm and calculating, while Zuko would have been angry and very aggressive. I still feel like some character things could have done better, but this show is like 14 years old. There's not much we can do, or that can be done, unless someone wants to remake the entire goddamn thing. But I really love this show, and I'm glad I was able to show it to Fox, because this show has inspired so much of what I do, and it's one of the reasons I have such a high expectation for fighting scenes, because if you can't make your fighting scenes unique and interesting to watch every single time, then why are you making fighting scenes? That's kind of my thing. And what I really love about Avatar as well is that only a few scenes are for the spectacle. Every scene has a point to it, every scene has storytelling. Even the scenes that are meant to be really pretty and awe-inspiring, like the scene at the Sun Warriors, where they have all the rainbow fire. That is a spectacle scene, but it has a storytelling purpose. You can see Aang and Zuko actively learning the true meaning of firebending as the dragons envelop them in fire. As well as, like the beautiful, like, clashing of the Azula's really hot blue fire and Zuko's fairly normal orange fire, really. The way those two colors... You know your mic's really sensitive, right?
Yeah, I told you this.
Go away.
I need to go.
They can hear you.
I know. I tried.
So, darn it, made me lose my train of thought. Fuck you! Sorry, had to scream at the child. Yeah, I love the final Agni Kai. There's so much meaning behind it that I feel like isn't really captured in any other scene. Like, I feel like what makes me not like the Ozai Aang fight is because you know that Aang is gonna win. you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna go into the Avatar state eventually. He's gonna, even if he doesn't kill Ozai, he's gonna win. And you know that because it's the stakes of the thing. But with Azula and Zuko, you don't know if he's gonna win. You know no one's gonna die because it's a Nickelodeon show. But you know that you don't know if Zuko's gonna win. Especially once he gets hit by lightning and Azula starts chasing around Katara. That was the first time I have ever seen a show and thought these people might lose. And I feel like the very real stakes that are at play during that fight are just, it enhances it so much. It's the same reason I love the airship battle, and it's why it's my second favorite fight in the whole series, is because there are real stakes to what those three are doing. And sure, Suki comes in and saves them at the last second, but to be fair, you see her going to do that. Like, you see her run inside the airship before it cuts away. So there is reason to believe that she was planning that the whole time. But that's why those two fights are my favorite, is because compared to the rest of the show, there are actual stakes. And you can sense them. Especially, like, the voice actors do so well. They carry that, those scenes. Toph and Azula's voice actors especially, carry it. Dante Bosco is always a really good voice actor. I don't know how much longer I need to talk for because Luis is still fixing his stream stuff. And I just realized I've been talking this whole time, but looking at Fox's stream, it's just him with a very serious face. So as far as any of you guys can tell, he's just playing a voice message. It's me, it's Andu, hi. Andu _ here. Anduidus _ at your service. God, I need water. There's like a picture of really old water from me having some plants in it from an event, and the plants are starting to rot, but the water like looks really good for some. Oh, I'm getting nauseous looking at it now. The water looks really good for some reason every time I look up at it, like kind of like chocolate milk, and it's scaring me. Ooh, I got a Sokka figurine that just kind of sits here and stares at me all day. I'm one of those people who takes figurines out of the boxes. Sue me. But he's all posed up. He's holding his club in the air. He's pretty cool. Ugh, I just got like really nauseous. Whew. I don't really have much else to say. What character do I want to talk about? Ooh, I'll go with who I ship in this. I'm a Zutara person at heart. I've shipped it since I was a kid when I first watched this. I don't remember when I first watched this. I don't count it in the times I've watched it because I don't remember anything. But I remember really liking the Zuko and Katara pairing. And then as I got a bit older, I started liking Zuko and Sokka pairing more. If they interacted more in the show, they would probably have really good chemistry together. I do wish that Zuko said Toph's name ever. They never... Zuko never says his name in the show, and I think that's kind of crazy. You can check, you can go through the entire show. He never says her name. He refers to her, but he never says her name, and I think that's kind of crazy. What else? I don't really ship Aang with anyone. He seems like he still has a lot of problems to figure out, especially if you read the comics. Which, by the way, that ending makes the comics really, really funny, because Zuko's like, we're gonna remove the divided world, and then he continues to divide the world. It's crazy. Yeah, and spoilers for the comics. In the comics, it's called the Promise or something like that. Zuko and the Earth King have a meeting, and I guess the Earth King, not realizing that he's talking to a literal fucking teenager, is like, we need to separate the colonies, and just doesn't look into any nuances. And the teenager's like, yeah, sure, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, sure, that sounds like a good idea. I'm Zuko. And so, they continue to divide up the world and end up dividing these colonies, which are made up of firebenders and earthbenders, by the way. So literally the least divided colonies that there could be. And I think that's kind of crazy. it makes that ending kind of ironic, and a lot of stuff makes a lot of the comics were made quite a bit after the initial show, so I guess they never really looked into the details, but Zuko's not doing very good on his promise to end how divided the world's become. I'm still a mega fan of Zuko. As per Fox's request, I'm not gonna talk about my criteria for what I consider an attractive fictional character. But Zuko's just a really good character. He's really well written. He's the poster boy for a redemption arc. I feel like Hunter, if Owl House was given a bit more time, could have had that same feel. But even towards the end, Hunter never really felt like part of the Owl House gang. He still kind of felt separate, just because the audience never gets to see the months in between ending of season 1 and beginning of end of season 2 and beginning of season 3. Because I feel like his redemption should have taken part during the end of season 2 rather than kind of in the middle, and then had it finish up at the beginning of season 3. Just have him like go against Bellows, that's his act of rebellion, and then the group still doesn't really trust him going into season 3 when they're in the human realm. But yeah, I really like how they went about Zuko's redemption. It fits the character, especially that he would fall back on his old ways before fully redeeming himself. I've always liked that they took the step to do that, because a lot of the issues with redemption arcs nowadays is they happen too fast and they happen too consistently. Zuko still has a lot of his temperament issues. He doesn't become a full-on soft boy. In fact, he's still kind of a prick. But we do kind of get to see the socially awkward Zuko that lies underneath all of that, all of those issues. Once. Okay, Fox is still going. I've been talking for like a full 15 minutes at this point, and my computer stopped charging. Whoop-de-doo, love this. But yeah, we get to see like the fully socially awkward Zuko, the prince who never got to talk with other kids of his own age. And I think that's kind of crazy. It's my own headcanon that Zuko's autistic, but I'm not gonna talk too much about that. Yeah, I really like Zuko. I really like that they kept him consistently evil for the entire first season. A lot of shows that want to redeem their like big bad, try to rush his redemption too quickly. It made sense for Zuko to give up at the North Pole, and that was what made his redemption plausible, in my opinion, was that it made sense for him to do that. It made sense for his first act of mercy to be there. It also makes sense for him to do the Blue Spirit stuff, which, by the way, the Blue Spirit stuff was what made Fox fall in love with the show. Like, that was the hill, and suddenly he was having a fun time riding the rest of the ride. If that makes sense. Yeah, the Blue Spirit was Fox's, like his hook to the show. He gets really excited whenever he hears the Blue Spirit theme, which, by the way, becomes Zuko's theme eventually. At the end, he just didn't seem to notice the leitmotif. But yeah, how long have I been talking? Oh, I've been talking for 30 minutes. This is fun. I could yap on for ages and ages. It's funny, I'm saying that because I'm running out of things to say. But, I really like Zuko. Season 2, all of that made a lot of sense. Him leaving Iroh is kind of like his way of trying to figure out who he is. He's lost, and Iroh's only making him more confused, so he's leaving on his own. His reason for it is stupid. I will admit that. Zuko's kind of stupid. But, no, I really enjoyed that. And him living at the Jasmine Dragon and seeming fine with that life. Like when we see him before he rejoins the Fire Nation, he seems like he is willing to live like that for the rest of his life. He seems happy. It's only because Katara found out that he lived there, found out about him and Iroh. And Katara's Katara, she holds grudges. Like, hi. Thank you. I have food chat. No. Katara's Katara, she holds grudges, so she sees them. She sees Zuko smiling for once, by the way. That's like one of the 5 times you see Zuko smile is when he's in the tea shop and working. She sees Zuko smiling and happy and genuinely enjoying life, and she's like, sus, and reports them. I feel like it would make sense for Zuko, even though he still holds a lot of anger, would have been happy to just live like that. Yeah, I really like, I think about Zuko way too much for it to be healthy. Yep, and I just saw Fox make an okay motion, and he's putting his headphones on stream, and yep, there we go.
What was that?
I've been yapping this whole time.
Dude, don't tell me you've been yapping about Zuko the entire time.
I have not been yapping about Zuko the whole time, but okay, I started talking about the finale and my thoughts, and then about 15 minutes in, I got a lost what to say, so I compared Zuko's redemption arc to Hunter's redemption arc, and then I lost what I was going to say again, so I started delving into Zuko as a character without gushing about him. And I talked about a lot of leitmotifs and stuff while talking about the final Agni Kai. I was talking about how weird it was to watch you react to all this the first time. And then I started delving into Zuko as a character, and then right as I was finishing up what I was saying, I looked at your stream and you were putting your headphones on.
Sure, buddy, I don't believe that.
Hey, you can look back if you want.
I'll look back. I'll look back.
Yeah, I still have no idea if you're making a video out of this.
Don't know.
Okay, yeah, you'll look back. You'll see that I am not lying. Granted, I think I said Zuko's name more than any other character, but still.
Okay, so let me show you. This will literally be improved as
Can you hear me? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, this will literally be improved when I'm actually done with this, since I need to put more final thoughts. Oh, my freaking thing hurts. But I will make one final note. Maybe Anne's gonna understand my motive why. Oh. Oh. Anyways, serious me is over, guys. Can I just say though? Can I just say?
Hey, just pull up a picture of Zuko if you want to get back at me.
All you have to do is literally do a picture of Zuko.
Do you want
Guys.
my favorite Zuko gif? Hold on, I have a favorite Zuko gif. I have to show you it.
Don't worry, guys. After this Avatar thing, me and Anne are friends.
This is my favorite Zuko gif. Go into Discord.
I know which one you're talking about. It's literally the one with him fighting. Avatar definitely has one of their more loyal fan bases, though. It's seriously the most loyal I've seen. Well, not the most loyal, but I definitely... It's not as toxic as the other one, so I wouldn't be too concerned. Anyways,
Hey,
yes. You guys will never understand, guys. You guys will never understand. I seriously...
Okay, he
no.
screamed when
They didn't hear you, Anne. I muted you, Anne. I muted... Anne, they can't hear you. They can't hear you, Anne. It's too late. Anyways. Anyways, now that you guys are done hearing my little thoughts on Avatar, enjoy. Oh my gosh, I need to mute Anne. Oh my gosh. As far as Avatar goes, guys, go enjoy my reaction to the Avatar finale. This was my afterthought of the whole entire thing. So, do what you will with this information. Do what you will with this information. Enjoy. Okay. As far as you stream, and you can continue.
Guys, when he saw that,
No. Definitely gonna like freaking at this, dude. Okay. Anyways.
there we go. This is the true Riz Lord.
Dear God. Sokka. Sokka has more Riz than anything. Oh my goodness.
Sokka has Riz to every single person in the Avatar team except for Katara.
Anyways, any final things to say to the stream before I end it?
Jet's live action actor is, you know.
Okay. Bye stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye future people if you did enjoy it. So, hey, go watch his VOD and go watch other VODs.